Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr., they've been selling this whole fight card. Devin Haney, Brian Norman Jr.
The challenger, two-time world champion Devin the Dream Haney. The reigning and defending undefeated champion, Brian Norman Jr., the assassin #2.
Both these guys are confident because they carry themselves with that undefeated record. They know a title's on the line. Both of them from different sides of the world. This is going to be an exciting fight, a great opener on the main card. Someone's has to go. Sam Noakes needs to get on the inside.
And there you go. That's Puma being Puma, the Argentinian. Really looking for a reaction from Bam Rodriguez that we know he has been so cool, calm, and collected.
Yeah, like, you know, Claudia, you live in Miami. I used to live there, too. And
We know.
a lot of Argentines there, they have a lot of spice, right? A lot of confidence. And, again, I think Puma Martinez is being overlooked. I'm not picking him. Don't get me wrong. There's nobody I would pick over Bam at 115 pounds.
Get on the inside, make it physical. He's a hooking type fighter. But when it comes to Bam Rodriguez, he's there 1 minute.
Big hitter, 30 victories, 24 wins by knockout. The beast from the East challenges again Anthony Yarde. And from Phoenix, Arizona, the Mexican monster, David Benavidez.
Bill Haney, you guys were going at it just a few minutes ago. You said your son's going to knock out Devin in the ring, and you've already knocked out Bill Haney verbally. Why is there so much animosity between you two?
Listen, first of all, I know Carl may not know or keep up with everything, but Bill been missing. Everybody know he been missing. You understand what I'm saying? Bill was missing for 2 months. Bill will come back, he'll get beat up, he'll go away again. Bill come back, he say he locked in, he say he locked in. Man, you're looking for excuses. We're not worried about that. You understand what I'm saying? Brian Norman Jr., it's time for him to show who he really is. Devin Haney is the perfect opponent to show who he really is. We know his accolades. We know all of his, everything that he's achieved or whatever else. I think he's tailor-made for Brian Norman Jr. to beat, and I think he's tailor-made for Brian Norman Jr. to become a star. I think this whole situation, the table is set, and all Brian Norman Jr. got to do is go eat. That's it.
You know what I mean? So now, with that, let me get to the clown over there. Now, Devin has fought 3 champions to become the fighter that he is. We went across the pond to Australia and they said that I couldn't come, and he said, well, Dad, I'm going to bring the belt back. That was one of the most impressive times in my life that this man had did, and I knew that he was full grown and on his own. We came back to the 140-pound division and fought Regis Prograis, someone that no one wanted to fight because, I mean, he was the Rougarou, okay? And then after everybody assassinated him and said, well, the left hook, the clown's son, tremendous fighter, put a guy in a coma. He had lost memory for, I don't know, he lost memory of the fight and everything, right? So for Devin to give Carl Moretti and Lomachenko the opportunity for the undisputed title, right? Something that he didn't have to do because he could have went up and fought at 140, but he still made the sacrifice and stood on business. Right? For us to come back then when the clown didn't have no opportunity, nobody wanted to fight him, right? He had complained about Boots and had complained about everybody. Where was he going to have an opportunity to be on this stage right here if Devin didn't give him the opportunity? I don't know if he's ungrateful, he's just slow, or he's just capping, but you should have took longer when you had the mic, dummy. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm going to wrap this up with alhamdulillah, and it's a great opportunity. Thank you for everybody on this stage for giving us the opportunity to grace it with you.
So I want to say, thank you, Bill, for that bullshit ass speech. So check this out right here. So hold on, check this out right here. You got a man in Bill Haney who literally just said to me, who was gonna fight my son? Not to mention this fight with Devin Haney was made 7 days after my son just made the knockout of the year. Less than 7 days. So what the hell do you mean who was gonna fight my son? You never gave an opportunity. You don't know what the hell we had on the table. You have no clue who was gonna fight my son. Don't tell me nobody was looking for him. He had just fought. Devin hadn't fought since May. You just made the statement and said you went to Turkey out of the sheet and said if you back up Devin, this is gonna be the best. He was the most bullshit fighter on the card. He was the worst one, literally. He was literally the worst fighter on the card. Can we admit that? Hell no, we can't admit that.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
I let you talk.
Hey, sir. Sir, let me ask you. Is your son the best fighter at 147 pounds? Is he the most dangerous and feared fighter at 147 pounds, sir?
Absolutely, but we already know that. We was talking about that. Let's keep it right. Let's keep it right. We was talking about that. See, listen. Here's the problem. Wait, let me tell you the problem. What happens? So what you did was you brought a bunch of goopy hoes, all your fellas that you paid to bring. You brought a bunch of goopy hoes, and now what they're doing is they fucking the whole press conference up for you and me. That's what they're doing. We trying to get active. They trying to do all they little. They trying to get some money from us. If you want to put something
on the table for me and him to wrestle on this motherfucking stage, then just let it be known, and we can get to it. Other than that, let's get to having a great night in boxing.
The last time social media, Bill Haney said, "I'm gonna make my pro debut against you
let's see right
on the
now.
undercard."
Come on, let's see right now.
Well, let's go then. What we gonna do? What the hell we gonna do? Look at it. He high. He high. He high. He high. He high. He high. Man, come on, bro. What we talking about?
All right, who wants to hear from their sons? Anybody here want to hear from the guys actually fighting on Saturday night?
Hey, hold on. Listen.
You supposed to be fighting me, Bill.
Okay.
You supposed to be fighting me. When we gonna fight?
Okay, listen. Right now, if you want to. But listen, let me just say this.
You said it was on site, Negro. I done seen you 5 times.
Okay. Shout out to the professionalism in this guy to come out when he did. This is amazing town. We've been here since November the 1st, right? And what we have is what we call when you get acclimated in Saudi, we got that bounce. You dig? Now tell him, let's see that bounce over there. Stiff as boards over there, you dig? November 22nd, my son gonna punish him.
All right, let's hear now from Devin Haney. Devin, for the first time in your career, I believe, you are the underdog in this matchup. Do you feel everything you've accomplished in your career that you should be the favorite?
Not anymore. I think it was an update in the odds.
No, sir, he's still the underdog. He's still the underdog. Check again.
No, alhamdulillah, I'm happy that
he's still underdog.
To be here. I thank Allah for this opportunity. I thank His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh for giving me this opportunity to be fighting here in Riyadh. This is a dream come true of mine. A dream come true of mine to be fighting for another world title. And this is not my first rodeo, so it won't be anything different. I look to bring back the WBO title back home to me and my family, my team, and yeah.
All right. Brian, Devin has fought and beaten 7 world champions. To my knowledge, you haven't fought a single champion in your career yet. What do you say to those who believe you're not ready to deal with someone of his caliber?
First thing first, this is a wonderful fight card, and gotta thank everybody that made this fight happen. That's Turki Al-Sheikh, His Excellency, Ring, my father, Bob Arum, Top Rank. I appreciate y'all for making this fight happen, and I truly feel like either you got it or you don't. Of course, he has fought. He has did wonderful things in his time period and what he had going on, but it's time for another face to come up here and do his own thing, and that's where that boy Brian Noma Jr. step in at.
Well, you said in Devin's last fight against Jose Ramirez that he ran so much he had to change shoes because they ran out of grip. That said, he won basically every round of that fight. How do you plan to force him into exchanges with you when other fighters haven't been able to seem to do that?
I mean, it's only so far you can go. We in the box. It's not like he could just run forever, so no matter if he run or he stay there, no matter what, the boy going to sleep.
And Devin, what's your strategy for Brian? He says there's no way that you're going to stand in the pocket and exchange with him. Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, we fight everybody, different. Like I said, this is not my first rodeo. I fought Ramirez different than I fought Loma. I fought Loma different than I fought Regis. So the world got to see, what game plan me and my team has drawn up, and I'm going to beat this guy.
Well, in a recent face-to-face interview, you said he was just another guy. He's a bum. Why do you feel that way about him?
No, I think he's a great fighter.
Well, there you go. Well, Devin, what's your prediction for Saturday?
Devin Haney, WBO champion.
Brian, how confident are you that you can get a decision win against Devin, or do you think you just have to knock him out to win?
I could go in by any means necessary. If I want to go to the cards, I could do that. If I want to knock him out, I'm definitely going to do that anyway, as is. It's me stacking my name in the game.
So what will happen Saturday? How do you win?
The boy going to sleep, dog.
For making this fight possible, You know, I've had my eye on Anthony Yarde for a long, long time. I know he's a great fighter. He has a lot of heart. He has a lot of power. And the thing I like about Anthony Yarde, that no matter who he's up against, he's in there to make it a great fight. Me, I like to make every fight I'm in a war. You know, I like to give the people the fights they want to see, and I want to give them the action-packed fights they want to see. So I've trained, you know, I had a great training camp. I've trained extremely hard, and you know, this fight is going to live up to the moment. You know, Anthony Yarde, he's trying to capture a world title. I'm trying to capture all the titles and unify all the titles. This has been the hardest I've trained out of any of my fights, so I'm very, very excited. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna give you guys a war, and you guys, you know, the fans of boxing are really the ones who are gonna win on the night of Saturday, because from the top to the bottom, you have myself and Anthony Yarde, you got Brian Norman and Devin Haney, Bam Bam Rodriguez, and Abdullah Mason. This card is stacked. You know what I mean? So it's going to be a great night of boxing for everybody that's watching.
Well, you heard his trainer say it's going to be a blockbuster. It's going to be a war. Is that the kind of fight you're expecting, or do you think you're going to be able to dominate him?
I'm looking to dominate, but you know, whatever happens, I'm ready for whatever. If it's going to turn into a war, then I'm gonna turn it into a war. But I'm definitely going to dominate.
All right, well, you heard him, Anthony. You're the challenger, and you recently said that you're going to hit David harder than he's ever been hit before, and that you're going to put him to sleep. Why are you so confident you're going to do that on Saturday?
Did I say that?
You did say that. We've got it on tape somewhere.
No, first of all, I want to thank God. I want to thank everyone in attendance. Big man here, Frank Warren, been with him from the beginning. Payne Tunde, the rest of my team, and His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh. He picked me personally for this fight. And of course, Benavidez team giving me this opportunity. We're here again. And I feel like this is the best version of me. I've always said I didn't want an easy route, because there's people that go and win vacant titles, and nothing against them kind of people. But I've always said I want to beat someone like David Benavidez. That's why I went to Russia to challenge Kovalev. I know the risk. I know the lose. The undefeated, 18-0. This is me before. I was 18-0, big prospect. Don't go to Russia. Everyone's telling me, do not go to Russia to fight Kovalev. I said, I'm going. And then you get better Bev. Everyone's saying this guy's a monster, another monster. Don't fight this guy. He's got 18 fights, 18 wins, 18 knockouts. I said, give me him. I'll fight him. I don't care who it is, because the better the fight I'm fighting, for me, it's better the reward. It's legacy. I started boxing very late. As Frank said, I had 12 amateur fights. And we've made it to the stage 3 times. And you've seen me get better each time. But this occasion, was right. So I want everyone to tune in. I want to thank everyone on the... I don't even like to call it an undercard, because I feel like every fight on this card is like a main event. I'm a fan of everybody on the show as well. So let's make it happen. Let's put on an excellent night of boxing and make this one for the history books.
Well, you're calling him a monster. He is the Mexican monster. You've seen all the monster movies. Every monster has a weakness. What would you say are his biggest vulnerabilities?
I'm not a person that goes out and just talks for the sake of it. I would only know once I'm in the ring with him. You know, everyone can watch TV and say, he does this wrong, he does this good, he does this bad. But you only know, me personally, I'm only going to know what he's about when I'm stood in front of him in the ring, the bell goes, and we start, you know, trading level.
Indeed. Well, David, you've been asked and you've spoken openly about who you might want to fight next. Beterbiev, maybe, Zurdo Ramirez. He finds that a little bit disrespectful. Any chance that you might be overlooking him on Saturday?
No, definitely not. I've never overlooked anybody. That's why I'm in the position where I'm at now. I've given Anthony all the respect he deserves. And, you know, I've studied him for a long, long time. And I'm trained. This has been the hardest I've trained at any fight, you know, so I'm extremely ready for this fight. I'm extremely ready for whatever he brings to the table. And, you know, there only will be one man that gets his hand raised, and that man will be David Benavidez.
What's your official prediction? What will your fans, what can they expect to see Saturday night?
All I know is it's going to be very, very exciting. I'm not a person that goes out and just, you know, starts ringing off predictions or rounds or anything like that, but I do think, stylistically, I think this fight's going to end in a knockout. And I said I want my hand raised. So I respect him highly. I respect his resume. I respect what he's done in the ring. I respect his highlight reels. And all these things, they motivate me. Same thing with Beterbiev. the better the fighter in front of me, the better version of me you'll see. So I'm excited.
Well, David, you're not ever shy of making a prediction. He says someone's getting knocked out. What say you?
Well, I'm going into the win the fight, whether I get the knockout or I get the decision. But I'm definitely I'm looking to dominate in there. So I'm going to get the victory no matter what.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it happens Saturday night. Give it up for our co-main event and our main event.
I know Devin Haney is the challenger, but this is by far the best opponent of Norman's career.
I'm going to tell you who I don't want to be.
Here they are, first face-off, ladies and gentlemen. 12 rounds of boxing for the welterweight championship of the world, sanctioned by the WBO. Undefeated versus undefeated. Somebody's has got to go. The challenger, two-time world champion Devin the Dream Haney. The reigning and defending undefeated champion, Brian Norman Jr., the assassin #2.
A lot of jumping around from Devin Haney, Sergio.
The fighter might take that as nervous.
The champion, a big hitter, 30 victories, 24 wins by knockout. The beast from the East challenges again Anthony Yarde. And from Phoenix, Arizona, the Mexican monster, David Benavidez.
Look at that stare down. There's a lot of respect here. A lot of respect.
Now that is what I like. A good old-fashioned stare down, respectful, shaking your opponent's hand. That's what transpires in the ring. That's what actually ends up panning out. Whenever, you hear all the hoopla, the dancing around, all the talk, that doesn't pan out. That right there's going to be explosion.
If you can't be here, go to thezone.com and tune in on us.
What's up, Telegang? It's your boy 2000, and I'm back with another boxing session. Final press conference highlights. Tap in. I'm trying to tell you, I put that shit together like a madman. Devin Haney looked confident as fuck. Brian Norman looked focused, but he looked a little nervous. All I know is the fight is finna happen. And I'm gonna tell you like this. Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr., they've been selling this whole fight card. Devin Haney, Brian Norman Jr. been selling this whole fight card. They should be the main event. It is what it is. They should be the main event. They've been selling the whole fight card. Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr., they've been selling the whole damn fight. They need to be the main event. I fuck with Benavidez, but Brian Norman and Devin Haney is the main man in the fight. Now, Shakur Stevenson and Kid Schofield, they was the one in the last one. Better be even Bibble too. That was good, but we wanted fuck Padley. We wanted the Kid Schofield. That's really what I wanted it for, and it just made me invested into the other fights too. But I wanted to fight. It is what it is. But look, Devin Haney, he looked focused. He looked ready. He looked confident. Brian Norman, he looked confident within. But can't nobody get in that ring for you. God can't get in that ring for you. Daddy can't get in your ring for you. And I'm not sure how great Brian Norman is compared to Devin Haney. That's why I be saying it'd have been cool if Brian Norman had fought a Sandor Martinez that came up a nice boxer that could really like assess his skills with. But he haven't fought nobody. Cuevas coming off a motherfucking break. He lost to Boca Chica. If you ask me, no contest. He got dropped. Boca Chica dropped him. They was both bloody from an elbow, headbutts. It was all bad. It was a no contest. It was a bad fight. He never went up get that get back. I don't know. I don't know the full story behind the get back, but I just know the get back was not got back. So it is what it is. Devin Haney, he talk about Ryan Garcia bitch ass every day. He want that get back. So I know he going back in the fight. Devin Haney got dropped in round 1. He got up. Well, he even got dropped on rock, whatever it was, round 1. He got dropped 5 times in the fight. They counted 3. He got up every time and fought every fucking round. Devin Haney won a lot of them rounds. And if y'all niggas sitting here telling me that Devin Haney didn't win a lot of rounds, y'all ass don't know boxing. Devin Haney won a lot of rounds in the Ryan Garcia fight distinctively. It was a good fucking fight. It was knocked down. First of all, you don't get too many fights that you go 12 rounds and you get 5 knockdowns in. It's a fucking great fight right there. You're getting 5 knockdowns. That's because Devin Haney not Shakur. Devin Haney gonna come fight. He coming to win. He not coming just to get a check. He coming to win. So, Brian Norman, if you knock him down, you better keep knocking him down. You better not run an injury because guess what? Devin is finna come all day fucking long. And I had to motherfucking do some motherfucking press conference highlight motherfucking notes because there was so much shit going all around this press conference. It's getting crazy. You see, like, when Devin Haney was on his toes, he was on Norman. Now, look. My whole thing is, I sent this video. Matter of fact, I'm gonna drop in here this video of Brian Norman. I was kind of trying to really figure out if But then I seen another video, an angle of it, where he did look like he was a little bit better on his feet. So, is he still flat-footed? I don't know, man. That's what I'm saying. And then these type of fights is when it get crazy. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, you take your ass over to Rada season, your ass probably going to lose that O. You take your ass to Rada season, your ass probably going to lose that O. Devin Haney went to he in Rada season, he might lose that motherfucker O. He already done almost lost it against Ryan. He can lose it again. Now, I get what everybody say. Devin going to lose this fight. Ryan Garcia already showed us all that shit. Ryan Garcia and Devin, they were very familiar with each other in the amateurs. Devin Haney and Brian Norman don't know each other at all. You got to get used to Brian. You got to get used to Devin Haney. Devin Haney, he knows how to win. If you ask me that fight against Ryan Garcia, it just showed him how to get caught and recover. Get your legs back to recover. Learn how to. I feel like he used the Ramirez fight to know how to stay at bay when he need to stay at bay. If he got to go 2-3 rounds to recover to stay at bay, that's what he practiced on. He adding layers to his game. It was just one fight. Now, if you come back and you see fight everybody different, that is true. Devin fight everybody fucking different, so you better watch out for that shit. And then Pam and fucking Boomer. Pam and Boomer. Pam and Boomer. Did you see that shit? Bam and Puma. Bam and Puma, that's gonna be the fucking fight, bro. That's gonna be the fucking fight. You know, Bam just had a fucking baby, though. Bam just had a fucking baby. Like, days, if not had it last night type shit. Bam just had a baby, and he need to snap back and fucking fight mode. I feel like he ain't there. Puma down there tried to push him and shit, and he was like, oh, you got to snap back. Oh, shit. Like, nigga, yeah. Puma coming to win. Puma ass ain't finna go. I got Bam winning by stoppage, but Puma ass, if you fucking miss a beat, you ain't all the way there, Bam, your ass can lose this fight. Puma ain't no fucking pushover. But, you know, he just need that bark because he need Bam to come at him, make some mistakes. Nah, I think Bam poised and he know what's going on. Bam ain't stupid. He in the shits. He know what's going on. Nigga, the fucking daddy's going at it in the motherfucking press conference. All right, look. Bill, Singing said Bill been missing on social media, and he ain't fucking lying. Devin Haney been doing all his interviews himself, and I ain't gonna even lie. I like Devin Haney without Bill Haney. I love him. Devin Haney without Bill Haney, it is what it is. Brian O'Tussle, you still in all the Floyd shit? Man, shut the fuck up, because you still in all Muhammad Ali shit, bitch. And I fuck with Brian Norman. Over Devin Haney, I like Brian Norman over Devin Haney. I like his fighting style. But, bitch, how you gonna call this nigga out for fucking using fucking Devin Haney, using fucking Floyd Mayweather shit, and nigga, you float like a butterfly, Dean like a bee, you doing the same shit with Muhammad Ali. Shut the fuck up, you doing the same shit. So I don't want to hear that shit. Cut it the fuck out. Cut the fuck out. Somebody found a clip of him fucking doing Muhammad Ali and stinging like a bee and trying to rhyme with all his words. I'm not convinced. I like Brian Norman, but I just feel like the personality. I feel like that is really him. That is actually him. The little quotes and his little sayings and shit. I feel like that is really him. He really trying to come into his own. But I don't think that Brian Norman is an all-time great fighter. I think I don't think he's an elite fighter, but I do think he's a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? I think he's gonna be one of those niggas that, like, you gotta prove yourself against, like nigga, like he coming to win. I feel like he gonna be like a Sean Porter. Now, don't get me wrong, Sean Porter is a great fighter now. So I kind of fucked up. I fuck with Sean Porter. I hate when niggas get mad, like Gary Antoine Russell, when motherfuckers try to compare you to Sean Porter or Kid Schofield was, nigga. Sean Porter is a great fucking welterweight. What the fuck are you talking about? A champion. Sean Porter is him. It's a good comparison, bitch. You should be honored to be compared to him because your ass almost got dropped to motherfucking Renee, and then they wouldn't compare your ass to nobody. So cut it the fuck out. Like, that's like, hey, Adrian, man, calm down. Adrian Broner was good for what he did. Give motherfuckers some credit, bro. Give some motherfuckers some credit. That's all I'm saying. And then, Devin Haney been doing all his interviews on his home. Bill been in the shadows for sure. He definitely been in the shadows of the camera. I was telling y'all when I dropped that last video, Bill in the back looking nervous. I don't know if Devin told Devin mad, but I'm hearing that Devin and Bill didn't really want this fight, but they were trying to get them to say they going elsewhere with it, but they was like, no, we taking it. Like, they tried to send them the offer on some to play with the numbers type shit, like they did with Shakur, and Shakur didn't take it, but Bill take it because first of all, Brian Norman and them ain't scared of the fucking Devin Haney. Now, all Devin Haney got to do is really put his skills to the test against Brian Norman, because Brian Norman going to come in there with all the athleticism, all of the fucking shit that Devin Haney ain't used to fighting with. Prograis was like a fucking stuck in mud, slow as hell. Devin Haney was faster, quicker, more explosive, all that to him. But it's different with Brian Norman. Brian Norman is explosive too. Brian Norman is athletic. Now, I got Devin Haney having a better IQ, but Brian Norman got good timing. I don't see the shit. I don't think that the shit that he did against Jin Sasaki and all that shit and the mirror punch and all that shit that everybody talking about, I don't think that shit is gonna work. That shit ain't gonna work against Devin Haney, nigga. Devin Haney got way more tricks up his sleeve than you got, Brian Norman. So believe that. I got Brian. This is my advice to Brian Norman. If he ever was to come past 2-time film video and he see this fucking part, Brian Norman, do not attack Devin Haney. Don't go up in there and try to finish early, 5, 6, 7 rounds. Go up in there and take your time. If Devin gonna run, let that nigga run. Let that bitch ass nigga run, and then you stay your bitch ass back, and you motherfucking, and you let the fight come to you and kind of dictate the pace. Don't go out there trying to push the pace and get your ass and get pointed. Round. Next thing you know, he up 7 rounds, and you got to win the next 5 rounds. And now you out there rushing for some shit, and your ass get dropped. Now you look crazy, Devin Haney. If you lose to Devin Haney, it's cool. You gonna get a fucking rematch. You can get a rematch. You can get another fight. Niggas ain't gonna care because it's probably gonna be a good fight if you lose. As long as it's a good fight. As long as it's a good fight, you're gonna be good. I'm betting Brian Norman knockout, and I'm betting Devin Haney unanimous decision. You best believe fucking that. You better believe fucking that. The daddies want to go back and forth. They on some nigga shit, bro. Niggas are always trying to fight. I remember Devin Haney, that was not out. I think that was Richardson Hitchens and Gambosa's Pops. But the Gambosa's Pop and Devin Haney, they was going back and forth. But the niggas, well, Gambosa's Pops was kind of on that. But it is what it is. But I ain't gonna even say that. But whatever, it is what it is. But yeah, it is kind of crazy. But I'm glad Singer didn't make it a bigger thing, because we all know Bill Haney really ain't trying to fight. Fuck that shit, Bill. You don't got to be out there trying to fight no fucking. That nigga dead. That nigga used to be a boxer. He's probably gonna whoop your ass, and that's what he want to fucking say. I beat your ass. My son whooped your son ass. Let Devin go in there and do the talking. As long as Devin win the first 4-5 rounds, he won a fucking fight. As long as he can neutralize Brian, make him think, he won the first 5 fight. Now that's what Shakur gonna have to do. Like, that's Shakur talking about fighting Ben. And oh my God, Ryan Garcia done accepted the fight with Mario Barrios. I'm telling y'all right now, Mario Barrios is finna beat Ryan Garcia. Mario Barrios is finna beat Ryan Garcia. He been way more tested than Ryan Garcia. He been through way many wars. Ryan Garcia got one left hook. Mario Barrios got a whole arsenal. She can hit you with the left, the right, uppercuts. He got pressure. I don't got Ryan knocking fucking Mario Barrios out. You go up to 147, those punches ain't gonna fucking hurt Barrios. I mean, Tank got a different type of snap power. It ain't really like out cold punch all the time, but it's more like neck breaking power, snapping your shit, deterioration power. So I feel like it's a little bit different. Both of them niggas lost to Tank. But I'm gonna tell y'all what's gonna happen. Mario Barrios finna be Ryan, and then y'all gonna be talking shit about Ryan. But I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all ain't talking about. I'm gonna keep this video short. Y'all ain't talking about the fact that Ryan Garcia is fighting motherfucking Mario Barrios for a different belt after he just lost to fucking Rolly Romero for a vacant title at 147. He lost to Rolly Romero for a vacant title. Fighting Mario goes, how the fuck you get to Mario Barrios in the fight? Fucking Rolly supposed to be fighting Mario Barrios. He fucking won. Unified, then you get a rematch of anything, or you fight Barrios and then that's how you get a rematch. How the fuck is you next in line? That's politics. Golden Boy, PBC at the top of the last, you ain't got a waiting line. Mario Barrios going to get the WBC belt. Who wants a WBC belt? Conor Ben with the WBC belt. So I wouldn't be surprised if Ryan Garcia pulled out a decision, finally become a world champion against Mario Barrios, and then we get Conor Ben versus motherfucking Ryan Garcia. Conor Ben gonna beat Ryan Garcia ass. I think Mario Barrios gonna beat Ryan Garcia ass. I really think a lot of niggas asleep on Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios is not fucking a bad fighter. I remember Mario Barrios years ago, like, that nigga's decent. That nigga's a problem. He's solid. I wouldn't even say El Rayo, but Mario Barrios is a good overall fighter. And y'all be trying to compare, like, act like Zepeda is this king of fucking kings. Zepeda, bruh, I'm telling you, Zepeda look good against everybody. He look good against Tevin Farmer. That's just how he look. He look exciting. It's not fucking Shakur. I can't believe Shakur handled a fighter like that. Tevin Farmer handled him for fucking 22 rounds, nigga. Shout out to motherfucking Turkey Out of Sheen Ring Guy Magazine. Got motherfucking fights coming every week. I ain't gonna lie. What Two-Tone ass say? The Fire Sticks boys is gonna be out on this one, cause a nigga, I can't afford no more motherfucking fights this year. God damn it, I need to put some on the motherfucking fight. So I'm going to my man's house who got the Fire Sticks motherfucking setup. It is what it is. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear about it. I know I be talking shit. Niggas need to battle fight, but hey, damn. You know what time it is. The government been shut down for a month. Give a nigga a break. I ain't getting no niggas ain't. Drop something in my Cash App or fucking join the motherfucking the super chat. Drop some super chat. Join the team. Give me something, nigga. I put something in that nigga pocket so I can pay the fight. I do the motherfucking live stream on this motherfucker. It is what it is. But yeah, let me know what y'all think in the motherfucking comment section. How y'all feel about this fight? Who y'all betting on? I'm gonna put my fantasy parlay together. My fantasy parlay gonna be Benavidez by knockout. Or I'm gonna go Benavidez decision. It could be knockout, but let's go moneyline Benavidez. Let's go Abdullah knockout. Let's go Devin by decision. And let's go Bam by knockout. That's my fantasy for sure how it's probably gonna go. But if I want to do a fantasy motherfucking bet, that's like for sure. These how these fights I got. These my calls on these fights. How they gonna go? But if I want to say my fantasy bet, I'm going David Benavidez by knockout, Brian Norman by knockout. What's the boy? Ben Rodriguez by knockout, and Abdullah by knockout. All knockouts, call all knockouts. I'm calling all of them. At this stage, I got Abdullah and Sam Noakes. I got that fight being in the stoppage. Yarde coming to fight. So, if with that being said, he probably gets stopped by motherfucking David Benavidez if he can't keep up with David Benavidez speeds. That's a fast boy. But Benavidez is not coming to play. He said this is his best camp yet. We're gonna find out. And yeah, Devin Haney, I just think his experience is gonna just outshine Brian Norman. I don't think it's too hard to put that boy down. It's too hard to put that boy down. He gonna keep on fighting. He gonna keep on going. But we gonna know after this fight with Brian Norman. My brother mad that I said this shit, but I got motherfucking Devin Haney gonna be one of my favorite fighters if he beat Brian Norman if he beat Brian Norman, I got him beating a lot of other niggas. See what I'm saying? I got him beating a lot of these niggas. I'm Kind of being a B is probably as hard to fight. I got him beating Ryan in the rematch. Barrios. I got him beating motherfucking Jack Catterall. I got him beating Rowley. I got him beating Crocker. All them niggas. I got him beating everybody. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Press conference. I like how y'all fucking with the press conference. It was pretty lit. The dads made it lit. It is what it is. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Boy, 2 times. I'm see y'all tomorrow.